Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Negative Alpha Bravo. And this is 7 November Golf. Roger, request you check your Romeo side. I'll go ahead and check my Tango side. 7 November Golf out. November 8-5, and 8-5, 7 November, say again. Roger, 7 November, go. I copied a while ago, 1 Charlie transmission that my thing used, November, go, 1 Charlie, go. And 8-5, this is 7 November, Charlie. Alright, 8-5 right now. Now 1 Charlie, 7 November, go.
This is 1 Charlie, welcome to your line. You're Brandon 158 extra 5 o'clock, 1200 between teams and local. Also request your units take inbound Nexus to see if we can try to get Whiskey 9 and 8 for Pond. It's a pleasure, I hope.
And this is 7 November, Roger, stand by.
Got that?
Got it? Alright. And all units, this is 7 November Golf. My unit Alpha, Echo, X-ray Alpha Alpha in there.
One Charlie, Alpha Bravo.
Hey, I never took a dip. I forgot to take a dip.
Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Whiskey 9, Yankee, 7 November Golf, over. This is Whiskey 9, go. Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Whiskey 9, Yankee, 7 November Golf, over. This is Whiskey 9, go. Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Negative Alpha Bravo. And this is 7 November Golf. Roger, request you check your Romeo side. I'll go ahead and check my Tango side. 7 November Golf out. November 8-5, and 8-5, 7 November, say again. Roger, 7 November, go.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve live stream. If you are wondering what we're doing live streaming on New Year's Eve, that's because everyone in my house is asleep. I assume you're as lonely as I am right now, so we're going to be lonely together, at least in a virtual space. So that's not depressing at all. I have my monster. I'm about to open it up. It's 9 p.m. right now. I'm going to try to make it 3 hours in doing this live Q&A. Every live Q&A I do, there are hundreds of questions that go unanswered. So hopefully we can answer all of them, okay? Or at least 3 hours worth. If I don't make it 3 hours, shame on me, but just know that I am sleeping in my little bed. Okay. With that said, thank you for coming. Okay. So happy NES. Thank you for being a member. It says, what are you doing on New Year's Eve? Oh, just watching the Boise State Fiesta Bowl and alive with the TheCivDiv. Awesome. Okay. Thank you for making it. I appreciate it. Thank you for being a member as well. Sherry Sanford, another member. Happy New Year, all. I will do my best to stay up for this. Me too. This getting old is, yep, I'm grateful to get old and to go to bed early. I can't say I'm probably not in the same boat as you because I'm 32, but I feel like I'm 45 if that counts. I don't think so. AF Vet says, Happy New Year. Same to you. Let's get some of that monster in our system. Nothing like a monster at 9 p.m. How can I file a non-combat PTSD claim without being seen in service? It involved death during a training exercise, and all I have are newspaper articles and pictures of me in the area it occurred in. I mean, you also have the death. That's documented, okay? The unit, platoon, all that stuff is documented in personnel records. So you have that. PTSD is one of those claims, combat related or not. the thing that sets PTSD apart from all the other claims is that in-service stressor. So you need to prove that in-service stressor. Now, obviously, you need a current diagnosis. If I assume you don't have one, and if that's the case, you need to go get one. Okay. But yes, with the in-service stressor, which you need to prove, they are generally, I'm saying this tongue in cheek, but PTSD claims are generally easier because of that in-service stressor kind of filling the role of the in-service event, right? So it's not that you had to be seen for PTSD in service, but there has to be a stressor involved. And Happy New Year. Thank you for coming. LG, how's it going? My brother, Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you. Same to you and yours. Thank you for all you do, and I truly appreciate you helping me get properly rated in 2023. She's seems so long ago, dude. So LG was watching my streams. I think I started streaming in 2023. Let me go see. We have so much time. I'm gonna be. Just give me a second. I want to see when my first stream was because I don't remember, and I will share my screen so you see what I see. And then I like to go to 38 CFR and stuff like that while I'm on the stream. Okay, let's go to when my first stream was. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Stream 2 years ago. Okay.
I'm done spending it.
My first stream was, where's the date on this? Oh, December 8th, 2022. Dang, a little over 2 years ago. Imagine that. Yeah, LG. LG's an OG fan, so thank you. Any advice to help my pops with pursuing TDIU? Hey, the disabilities are either inhibiting him from working or not. And if they are, you need to build evidence on why they are. Okay? Why are these disabilities really making it difficult for your pops to work? That's a good start. Now, real quick, I totally forgot. We have some donations. So John Sullivan, member for 10 months. Whoa, dude. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate that. It was nice meeting you way back when at the VA Claims Clinic. Says, thank you for all your help. You make it possible for a lot of us. Hey, I appreciate that, man. And then another one, totally not necessary at all. John Sullivan, thank you very much. I appreciate that. WT Gardner, welcome to the membership. I need to actually post the Discord into the comment section. So let me do that really quick. Post and then we can get going on this. Shame on me. I should have done this. This happens every time. I don't even know why I try to act like I'm good at remembering things because I'm not. Okay. Welcome. Be sure to join our Discord, and members have a member only Q&A that runs 24/7. Bam, Discord, bam, pin. Okay, there we go. It's been pinned. Everything is okay. All right. So WT Gardner, thank you very much. Welcome. And then John Sullivan says, I want to thank you for all your help. My tariff for jet fuel was approved. SMC 100% Meniere's tinnitus and hearing loss. Congratulations to you, John. That is very, very great news. All right. So he's currently 90. This is back to the TDIU question. He's currently 90 with a couple recent denials. I'm going to resubmit as secondary, but in November, he gave up his job because of his service disability. Yeah, I would go ahead and submit both at the same time. Happy New Year, O'Donnell. What's up? My 10 claims that I filed in Louisville, Kentucky, VFW, came back denied. I see I will be needing IMOs. Oh, but you're just... if you're SMC at 100%, dude, you're I wouldn't even sweat it. You're fine. Bend over, hilarious name. I see your YouTube channel. What's up? Thank you for welcome to the stream. Clay, do you still do one-on-ones? If so, how does one get one? So I actually just started those back up. That answer is yes. The information is on the Discord. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll just pull up the Discord right now. So you can I share the Discord? Let me see. Yes, I can. And can you see it? Oh my goodness. My camera's in the way of my little thingies here. All right. That's the Discord. In the section here, you will see private Q&A. Bam, it's right there. Everything you need is right there. Okay. So absolutely. I just started those up. I'm not doing a lot, just as many as I can kind of keep track of. Okay. But sure, go ahead, join the Discord. We have a good time over there. And whoa, dude. Whoa, OJ Wild. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, Clay. You rock. Thank you, OJ. It was nice meeting you at the VFW Claim Clinic as well. We got a lot of VFW Claim Clinic chats popping up. So, hey, I'm glad you are still around. John, I'm glad you got 100% SMC. That's great news, dude. And OJ Wild, dude. Insane. In fact, it's so insane. I'm going to try to do. Actually, I don't know how to do it. Banners. Create a banner. OJ Wild. $50. Thank you. Let's see if that will work. I'm a genius, dude. I'm a genius. Okay. Thank you, OJ. I appreciate that. Seriously. Whoa. All right. Yo, Clay, why is it taking VA so long to process dependent claims? Some done in days, others take months. Yeah. My dependent, let me tell you this. Let me tell you how long my dependent claim took. I got $4,000 in back pay. That's how long my dependent claim took. Okay. And you do the math. That's a long time. So why? I can answer that, but I can tell you that calling the VA does actually work for dependent claims. I don't know why. Okay, I'm not ingrained in that detail of the process, but calling the VA will help your dependent claim as long as all the information is there, ready to go. All right, Scrap Guy, what's up? Welcome back, dude. You always comment. I definitely appreciate everyone's comments. Tracy, Happy New Year's to my fellow veterans out there. Awesome. Jago says, I got 0% for IBS. I filed for higher level review. I didn't go to a CMP exam, nor was I contacted by anyone. And it's like they didn't look at my evidence. Any advice for when I do the higher level review? Yeah, so I assume you're talking about the informal conference. So you submitted a high level review with an informal conference. You got 0% for IBS. This is, just hear me out. This is good news. Okay. Service Connect. Everyone always jumps straight to the rating, which is not wrong. But a lot of people forget the first hurdle is service connection. And that's the most difficult. Once you're service connected, your evidence of documented symptoms will speak for themselves, and it's irrefutable. And so I'm going to assume that you have evidence, not lay evidence, not a personal statement. Okay. I like veterans who go to the doctor, who speak to their healthcare team. That's evidence. You have lay evidence over here. No one cares about that. You need evidence. Okay. So I'm going to assume you have evidence because you speak to your healthcare team, because that's what we do. And if that's the case, then you need to be prepared to speak on that. And so you look at IBS. I'm going to show you the new rating schedule here. You know what? We'll do this together. I'm teaching you. Oh my goodness. What a big dummy. There's nothing there. Okay. I will. How did I do that? Okay. Teach you how to fish right now. We're going to go to Gunny Google. Here he is. What's up, Gunny? How's it going? We're going to type in irritable bowel syndrome, 38 CFR, ECFR. My keyboard's kind of canted a little bit, so it's a little weird for me. Bam, schedule ratings, digestive system. Now you can't see this. I'm going to hit Control F and type in irritable. Bam, pops up. There we go. And so now we see how it's rated. And so you need to look at your symptoms, what's documented. If it's through the VA, guess what? You can pull up your VA Blue Button report and then point to, as you're on the HLR, you can point to it saying, hey, it's right here. And so this is it. This is what your evidence needs to reflect, one of these three. And if you can't, it's not the end of the world. You just go get the evidence and submit the increase. If you can, there it is. I mean, the VA has given you the answers. Now, you can't just say, I get, defecation for at least 3 days per month during the previous 3 months. You can't just say it. It's got to be documented medical evidence. That is strong, okay? I really want to get away. I want veterans to get away from lay evidence because it's stupid. It makes for a good thumbnail and title. Trust me, I know. But lay evidence is stupid. We want hard medical evidence. That wins every time. Anyways, food for thought. There you go. That's my advice, Jago. I hope that helps. Let's go to finally 100% PNT. Dude, you've been commenting on this channel for I want to say 2 years now. Stick around, if you will. Okay. That's awesome. Congrats to you. I hope I helped you some way, somehow in that process. So I really like to see some output, dude. So congrats to you. WT Gardner, we know WT is a new member. Welcome, dude. Okay. Let's go to your chat. If you claim Meniere's disease, are they supposed to tie that to your tinnitus and only give you 10%? So you can't have tinnitus and Meniere's. All right. When you'll see those claims be roped together, and this is paraphrasing, when you have tinnitus, hearing loss, and vertigo, and then Meniere's, the VA is going to take the highest rating. So let's say you have tinnitus at 10, hearing loss at 0, vertigo, or peripheral vestibular disorder, vertigo, at 10. So 10, 0, 10, Meniere's 30 or 60, whatever the rating scale is. I think it's 30, 60, 100, whatever. The VA is going to take the higher one. So in that case, they'll take Meniere's. Let's say Meniere's is 30, vertigo's 30, hearing loss is 20. Then you're going to go fall on the other rating schedule. Okay. So the VA is going to give you the highest. All right. Scrap, dude, happy new year to you. 100% PNT. I hope that relieves some financial stress in your life. And if you're going to get big back pay, do not blow it. Heed my advice. Do not blow it. Okay. Heidel Gog. I'm sure I butchered that. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Says, how do presumptives from the PACT Act get approval? Can I use VA sleep study to confirm sleeping apnea secondary to sinusitis? Also, where do you get your hoodie? Okay, you have great questions. I'm going to answer the hoodie one first because that's the most important one. That's a joke. You know what? I'll show you. Little do you know, I have the world's most mediocre Amazon store. It doesn't get more mediocre than this. Okay. So there's different colors, 9 colors and patterns. There's the hoodie there. Let's just go to the t-shirt. There's all these like colors. I have the green one. This green, like an olive drab green. Right. Great questions, dude. At least as likely as not, there's the CivDiv shirt. Not many people have purchased this one, which is fine. A buttload of people have purchased the tinnitus shirt and hoodie. So thank you for that. Then I just have like this dumb things. All these. So all I did was make one design. Every time someone buys one that's different, like this tank top, I didn't make that. Someone just wanted it on a tank top. So, yep, there it is. Appreciate that. I will actually link that below in the comments for such asking a great question. Anyways, back to what really matters, right? How do presumptive from the PACT Act get approval? Super easy, dude. Okay, super easy. You have the PACT Act. And you know what? We're going on a dive. We have 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes left. I'm gonna do some teaching today. So if you want to learn from disability, this is the stream that you need to be on, because we are going to do it for real. All right. So PACT Act. VA PACT Act list. Now, do not go to this website. The PACT Act list, the website that everyone shows, okay, hogwash. Don't use it. It's baloney. You want to go to PACT Act VA PDF, not the overview. Where's it at? I just pulled it up today. Why can I not find it? It's making me mad. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Boom. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. Why are you doing this to me? Live. We're live. Here. Maybe I'll look up VA MECMI. Oh, that's not what it is. VA presumptive list. That's what you need to search. And then boom. All right. I'll take it back. VA presumptive list. That's what you need to search. This is going to come up. This is what you need. Don't do the website one. Let me zoom in so everyone can see. Don't do the website one. Website one's stupid. Use this one. Okay. Now, we're looking at, so it has former prisoner of war. That's not PACT Act related. You can scroll down. Vietnam era veterans. Scroll down. Atomic veterans. Scroll down. So if you fall in those categories, there you go. Then you have Gulf War and post 9/11. And then it even says, now this, you will not find this on the VA's website. And I know that blows my mind that there's this segmented information, but you won't. I don't know why the VA did that. I have some theories. I'll keep that to myself. But you won't find this, right? Southwest Asia Theater of Operations, Afghan, Israel, Egypt, Turkey, Syria, Jordan during the Persian Gulf War. Then it goes into some MUCMIs, which are very difficult. I don't want to explain that. Then you have your undiagnosed illnesses. And then you have your, essentially your PACT Act stuff here. And it scrolls down, and there we go. Boom. So use this list, okay? Boom, 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 boom. And then it even defines Southwest Asia Theater of Operations, refers to, if you're curious on what Southwest Asia is, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi, the neutral zone between Iraq and Saudi, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Oman, Gulf of Aden, Gulf of Oman, Persian Gulf, Arabian Sea, the Red Sea, and the airspace. You won't see that on the VA version of PACT Act, which blows my freaking mind. Now, I'm going to answer your question. That was a really long way around the barn, dude. I'm sorry. So let's say you served in Afghanistan, March of 2010. Okay, cool beans. Let's say you go to your doctor because you have a stuffy nose. A stuffy nose we're underselling it, right? You have a stuffy nose, and it turns out they do a CT scan, and you have built up polyps for rhinitis. You have sinusitis. You require medication, maybe even surgery. Boom, you get diagnosed with bronchitis, with rhinitis and sinusitis. How does the VA get approval? Easy, submit the claim. There's only 2 criteria that need to be met. 1, time. It's right here, time. You must meet the time criteria. 2, current diagnosis. You can't just have a stuffy nose. You need to have a current chronic diagnosis. Hey, I've been diagnosed with sinusitis. If you have those 2, that's how you win the claim. It's stupid easy. All right. Can I use a VA sleep study to confirm sleep apnea secondary to sinusitis? No, you cannot. You can use a sleep study to confirm sleep apnea, but not the secondary causative link at all. You're going to have, it's probably going to be an ACE exam, an ACMP exam, and then they'll give their opinion. Now, you're looking at competing evidence as well, right? So, Heidel, GOG, let's say you're 350 pounds and you have sleep apnea. It's because you're fat. It's not because of your sinusitis, okay? That's competing evidence. So if you don't have competing evidence, you got a pretty strong argument. So I hope that answers your questions. Don't forget that the Amazon one was the most important, obviously, okay? But thank you for the donation, dude. I definitely appreciate it. All right, I got TDIU today. Hey, congrats, Gaming with Chop. Congrats to you. Is that your YouTube channel? I need to swap back. So I'm on StreamYard and I can't see everyone. But I do want to where's your name at? Do you have a YouTube channel and is active? You do have a channel, but it's not active. Okay, I was going to give you a shout out, but never mind. No one go to his channel. It sucks. But congrats on TDIU. Okay. Thank you for reading 30 CFR and explaining my conditions in the words there. Got my claims approved, 100% P&T. Hey, Christopher Pittman, thank you for commenting on videos. I always see you. I appreciate that very much so. Bobby D says, I might be able to get a higher rating for mental health. Should put for an increase now, even though we don't know when the rating is going to change. Depends what rating we're talking about. 70% to 100%. I am generally very reluctant to recommend that to veterans. A lot of times veterans think they rate 100% for mental health, but I would say they don't. And I'm saying that as a YouTuber, not as a VA rater. And if you're talking like 30 to 50, that's a different story. So, you know, what are we talking about here? Also, is that going to increase your overall rating? These are factors that have to be factored in. Have to. But let's assume that it would increase your overall rating. Should you aim to be properly rated? Yeah, I don't care about the mental health rating change. If you can get the increase, get the increase. I would get evidence for that increase. Documented evidence, not lay evidence, documented evidence. Yep, thank you. No problem, dude. Thank you. Betty Bop says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Good evening to you. Happy New Year. Evening. Happy New Year. We have a lot. Okay. And we also have another donation. Oh my goodness. Starting off strong. I do. I appreciate my wife appreciates every donation. For real. Okay. Thank you. This is all possible because of you guys. And I genuinely appreciate that. Fellow aircraft mechanic committed suicide while we served active duty together. Sorry to hear. I've dealt with very close friends of mine committing suicide. That sucks. I was in his funeral, spent time with him and his son socially. Never seen a therapist. Does it qualify for PTSD? No, not PTSD specifically, unless like that event put you in fear for your life. Now, is it an unspecified stressor disorder? Yeah, could be. Okay. You've never seen a therapist. So honestly, let me rewind that. You haven't seen a therapist, nor have you been diagnosed. So the answer technically is no, because we don't self-diagnose over here, right? But could it? Yeah, it could be. You need to go talk to someone. Look at what's happening in your life, the symptoms of your life, or the symptoms that you've experienced. What does that look like? How is it affecting your life? Is it affecting your family, your work life? Right? You have to have the current diagnosis, the documented symptoms, and then you can submit the claim. Absolutely. And I wanted to word it that way for a very specific reason, because evidence is king in this game. Okay. The usual suspect. Here's food for thought. I take meds every 8 weeks for 2 weeks for athlete's foot, which I was rated 0% decades ago. Just put in for an increase. Oral meds should bump me up to 60%. Looking at skin conditions, generally they are very low ratings at like 0 or 10. I have a 10% rating for a skin condition. Okay. But looking at that medication regimen, absolutely possible. And depending on how bad it is, right? For sure. I have a question when you have time. Ernest, dude, you should have popped your question in right there, because there's a whole chat. Okay. I go in order, except for donations, obviously. This is your chat that you have right here. I just answered this. I'm going to scroll down. $70, maybe 100 chats between this one and the bottom. So ask your question. Caleb Escamilla says, if I got rated 30% for migraines in February, in October, the VA increased my sumatriptan, or your medication, from 50 to 100. What form would I use? If you're filing with paper, which you can, I would not recommend it at all. If you do, that's really when you want to use a VSO, because that's what they file on. But what you would do is file for an increase. That's it. Okay. File for an increase. Now, lucky for you, big dog, I have the world's most boring tutorial how to submit increases in secondaries. I'm going to shoot this over to you. Now, I'm going to answer your question as if you're doing it on paper anyways. You shouldn't. You should just use this video, log on to va.gov, and do it today. You can do it right now. Take you 10 minutes. But you would use a 526 EZ. That's the form you would use. Fill it out correctly for the increase. Submit the claim. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Mr. J, thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. I'm going to file sleep apnea secondary. I have asthma and chronic sinusitis. Which one should I claim? So they're both going to factor in. I assume you're doing it online. And so what I would suggest is asthma secondary, technically. Do the personal statement and then explain how severe your asthma and rhinitis are, how it blocks your airway, and all that stuff. Okay. Don't make the nexus yourself, but whatever symptoms you have that is leading to your sleep apnea, that you can speak about. Okay. Joe Black, 32. You're in your prime, Clay. I was good up to 45. Then stuff started rolling downhill. 64 to the 18th. My mother's birthday is January 18th. So happy early birthday to you and her. And yeah, man. Trust me, I don't feel 32. Yeah, maybe that got some, maybe some of that compensation is going to catch up to me quicker than I wanted to. The reason for the compensation, should I say. WT Gardner, again, thank you very much. Professor Hayes, Happy New Year to you and your family. Happy New Year to you. Also, you just reminded me at midnight when I end this stream, I have to do schoolwork. I totally forgot about it today. That sucks. All right. Hi. I wonder if you know if Operation Earnest Will in 87 and 88 is covered by the PACT Act. No, it's not. Not that I know of. There's no named operations. It's all about placement and time. And I'm pretty sure that's peacetime, and that's not covered. Now, toxic exposure, not PACT Act. Toxic exposure. Exposure is exposure. So that is where it was so open for you. So if you were exposed to something and have a current diagnosis of a condition that can be tied back to the exposure, go for it. Tonight's amateur hour, but Happy New Year, dude. Yeah. Thanks. Got to get that YouTube premium. How did you get your... Oh, we answered that one. Thank you. Teet, long-time fan of the channel. Happy New Year to you and Simplify. Thank you very much. Chef's Chad Kitchen. Does this person have a YouTube? Where is Chef's Chad Kitchen? Let me see if I can see if he has a YouTube. Is it active? It's not active. 30 years ago. Okay. No shout out to you. Channel sucks. Anyways, when I retired from the active Air Force, before I retired, I had the VFW help me file a claim at the VA. After I retired, I was 80. It took me another 8 years to get 100% PNT. That, believe it or not, is the most common route. We see a lot relative. It's not a lot. More people going from nothing to 100 now because of one BDD, two, a very long war. Okay. But most veterans, through time, their conditions get worse. They develop secondaries, eventually reach 100%. Not most veterans. Most veterans at 100%. All right. Carolyn, Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year to you. Thank you very much. I totally did not download what I needed to download. I'm sorry. We'll deal with that later. My bad. Okay. Carla Leon. I have Marfan's syndrome, which didn't show up till after I was discharged. I have at least 10 secondary conditions to Marfan's. I was 9/2018, and I didn't pursue it further. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to do some Googles. Okay. Let me hop on the Googles real quick. Gonna Google Marfan's syndrome. A genetic disorder that affects connective tissue, which supports the body's organs and tissues. So I'm not... Okay, first off, there are things I don't know. I know of an M21 TAC1 regulation where genetics can't be used to deny the claim. Right? So like, for instance, if you had a current diagnosis, you had the in-service event, but you're prone to it via genetics, the VA can't use that to deny your claim. I don't know what happens if you have zero evidence and it is purely genetic. I don't know if that can be service connected. Not saying it can't. I just don't know. That's way above. That's a great question, actually. All right, you got me. You got me. All right. Whoa, that's me. VetCom is currently helping. Thanks for your recommendation. Thank you. Hey, awesome. William Stone Photography. Do you have a... I'm going to find someone who comments who has a dang active YouTube channel so we can give you a very underprivileged shout out because my channel is not really that big. Okay. Oh, I can't see it now. Nope, whatever. All right, William Stone Photography. Let's check it out. Let me share my screen, actually, so you guys don't feel like you're left without me. Boo! 8 years ago? What are you doing? I'm joking. All right. Hey, I'm glad you're using VetCom. Appreciate it. All right. Live free or die. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for always commenting. You always do. I definitely appreciate that. J Fun OJR. Good evening. This is Trinidad. I sent you a question on your 50% fraud, no video asking what to do about C&P exams when the examiner doesn't do anything. 2 things here. 1, the amount of comments I get every single day, I read them all to mainly spot check and then answer as many as I can. There's no way in the world I'm ever remembering anyone's comment on any video ever. 1. 2, let's answer your question. What to do about a C&P exams when the examiner does not do anything? You're going to need some more context to that one. What was the claim? What was your evidence for that claim? I'm going to assume that you were denied. I'm going to give you a general answer. If you think the C&P examiner was wrong in what they did or did not do, it's very easy what you have to do. It's 2 things. 3 things, really. 3 things. 1, personal statement. 4138, fact-based, not feeling-based, facts only. What happened during the exam that made it suck. 2, call the VA. Inform them. Let them know you're uploading a personal statement right now. 3, call the exam company. If it's QTC, get a hold of QTC. Put the complaint in. You had the name, the address, everything. That's what you do. Prepare for a higher level review if you don't get another one. James Johnson. Happy New Year's. Thank you for being alone with me. Yeah, my wife, I told my wife I was doing a stream tonight because first I had to ask her if we're doing anything and everyone's asleep. And she said no. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to stream tonight. And she was like, a bunch of lonely losers are going to be watching you tonight. And I was like, hey, you don't got to say it like that, dude. We'll be alone together virtually, okay? If I can make it. Now we're about an hour in. I have a monster here. 2 hours and 18 minutes to go. Answer some questions. Professor Hayes, what does it mean when a claim is closed for second signature at the evidence gathering stage? It's moving through the process, and my advice anytime someone asks me a question like this is to stop checking the status of your claim. It's not going to do anything for you, okay? But if you just Google it, it means that the Veteran Service Center Manager or Pension Management Center Manager has provided the required second signature, I'm reading, in place of one of the decision makers. It's various reasons. Generally good news, though. Gunner, aka Gunner, says, I've waited 3 months for a C&P exam. I finally got one scheduled in 2 weeks. I found out it's with my chiropractor. I'm worried that this may be a big fail. Hold on. The chiropractor that you see is also going to be your C&P examiner. 1, that's super weird. 2, I actually think that's going to be in your favor. Super weird. Confirm, double tap on that, okay? Because that is, I've never seen that happen. OJ Wild again, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Absolutely insane that you did that. I love you forever. We got your name scrolling on the bottom. Thank you. WT Gardner. I submitted Meniere's as a secondary to a service-connected tinnitus. Today they approved it, but said it's rated at 10, which they say is the max. Should I have applied differently? So this depends on like how severe is your Meniere's, what's going on there, because the VA is going to award the highest percentage, and it sounds it's not that you applied for the claim wrong. You did everything fine. There are some details I need. What I need you to do is actually go on Discord, upload this decision letter. I'm probably going to ask you a few more questions. It sounds like your Meniere's is just rated really low, and so the tinnitus is showing. That's what it sounds like at first glance, right? Because you have that rule of Meniere's and other ear conditions. But I'm definitely going to want to see the decision letter for that. Download Discord. You'll see it pinned in the comments. Okay. Thanks for writing back to me today via Discord. You're welcome. New claimant with the 51 conditions. Happy New Year. That's a lot. Wishing you the best. I assume it's a BDD claim. Gunner, are you the same Gunner from CVMA33 TAC 3? How insane would that be? Analog Man Podcast. You know what we're doing? Before we answer this question, we have to see if this person has a YouTube. Is it recent? It's recent. Oh my goodness. We have a new channel. 1 month ago. What's that say? 1 month ago. We have a new channel. Oh my goodness, everyone. We have a new channel that asks a question. There it is. There's your exposure, brother. I hope that helps you. I will subscribe. Okay. Dive into the world of Analog Man. What do you do? Fascinating insights. Challenge perspective. Faith and spirituality. Modern relationships. Global politics. Everything that people want to talk about. Right? Hey, that's a win for me, dude. What the heck is this? That is a win for me. Boom. Cool beans. Okay. Subscribe to Analog Man Podcast. He wants you to. They want you to. 100% P&T since separation 5 years ago. Had chronic fatigue syndrome, but took a long time to diagnose, as it normally does. Lots of ruling out there. My total rates are 290. CFS has caused me to need ADL support. CFS isn't claimed on VA claim. Should I claim it? Ah, I see. I see what's happening here. I'm going to give you two answers. It's funny because we just dropped a video on why you should poke the bear. What would I do if I were you? That's how I'm going to answer the question. If I were you, what would I do? Nothing. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything. Can you submit the claim? Absolutely. Are SMCs a viable option? They absolutely are. For sure. But would I do it? I don't think so. I hope that answers your question, man. It probably doesn't because it answers it both ways. It keeps me kind of safe, to be honest with you. The answer is yes and or no. But genuinely, would I do it personally? No, I think those who are 100% P&T, unless you have some serious SMCs at play, I have claims I could submit right now. I hope that answers your question. But hey, you have a podcast. Everyone check them out. Okay. We have some more donations and members. 463 Ed. What's up? Thank you very much. I love you very much. My wife loves you very much. Not as much as she loves me, though. Today, I got 30% GERD and 30% IBS. 1, congratulations. It's 2 absolutely solid ratings on the new schedule. Yesterday, went to VA doctor, scheduled upper GI. Can this jeopardize my rating? No. You're 72. Dude. You are 72 years old. You have nothing to worry about. You're 80%. You might even want to look for TDIU, to be honest with you. Am a member, Discord, AI, AME scheduled, got the t-shirt. Holy baloney, and you donated. No reason to do that. Thank you. I really love you. Now my wife probably loves you more than she loves me. But seriously, man, appreciate it. To answer your question, no, you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry at all. Healthcare is important. You're fine. All right. Caleb Escamilla became a YouTube member. Hey, welcome to the team. Don't forget to download Discord. Okay, the Discord is pretty cool. We have fun in there. You know what? I'm going to pop it up. Why not? Hopefully it doesn't mess up my mic. Last time I did this, my mic got absolutely jacked up. And every time I do this, it messes up my screen share, but whatever. Oh, I can just do that from here. That's better. Okay, this is the Discord. Sorry, everyone who I have not answered. I'm busy. We have non-member chat. These are where all the plebes go. That's a joke. Service connected chat, live life, toaster bath. That's funny. 100% PNT chat, a need to know playlist. Everything. These are, what is it? I think it's 10 videos that you absolutely need to know. Amazon shop, private Q&A information, claim tool belt. So VeteranAI, you can ask dentist questions himself. Some AME, Nexus letters, Dr. Sharma, Dr. Patel, VetCom if you need a claims consulting company. There you go. And then this is the members only chat. You can ask your questions. I answer every single one of these. Okay. You can upload documents for me to review, and then self-care. Probably my most favorite channel in this Discord here. This I can't show you because they are leadership things. I pay Discord helpers. One of them right now. I will be paying others here soon. That's the Discord. Anyone can join the Discord. Members have access to member-only stuff. All right. Certified Barn Door. Absolutely hilarious name. About to go to the VA for back pain. Can I then go apply for back pain disability after that? Certified Barn Door. There are 3 things needed. I love talking about this topic. If you watch the channel, you know I do. There are 3 things needed for every single claim that's direct. One of them is a current diagnosis. That's what that would do. So check mark. Let's assume you get a current diagnosis, check mark. The other one, reversed, is evidence from service. So what's your evidence from service? You got to have something. Medical evidence is really strong. You have other types of evidence, like you were infantry for 8 years. That's pretty good, right? Back pain stuff. And then with the current diagnosis and the evidence from service, together, those become the foundation or the cornerstone of a nexus. So you need evidence from service, a current diagnosis, and a nexus to be service connected. So the answer to your question is yes. However, what's your evidence from service? That's what I want to know. That is the $1 million question, brother. What is your evidence from service? Okay. Gunner, aka Gunner, back again. Says, I have sleep apnea and hypertension, and my chiro is going to rate me on this. I feel like I'm going to get a thing. Yeah, your chiropractor is your CMP examiner, which is very weird, by the way. I mean, roll with it. That's my monster. We have 2 hours and 6 minutes to go. Holy baloney, can I make it? I don't know. I'm already tired. Just wanted to say a big thank you. I was able to get 100% PNT October this year. Hold on. I have something for this. Where's it at? Yes. Look at how much of a genius I am. Okay. Yes. Hey, congrats, dude. I hope that relieve some financial burden on you and your family for this big year coming up, 2025. Take advantage of your benefits. What state do you live in? What state benefits are those? I see you're a member. I love you. Thank you. Congratulations. Says, and you were a huge part of it. Yeah. There's this one dude who keeps spamming my videos saying that I don't get results, which is just obviously he's a little butthurt Betty over here. But yes, awesome. That's good. Good to see you, dude. Joseph Rottenberry with the $10 donation. Thank you very much, Joseph Rottenberry. I appreciate that. And you're a member, a twofer. Thank you. Mike Hobart, thank you very much. Says, filed for PACT Act. This is what is in my records. Sinusitis, maxillary, chronic, 0%, service connected. DS vet inside of the whole time. The claim was denied. Why? It actually was not denied. It says 0% service connected. That's approved. That's approved, okay? Now, let's go back to how sinusitis is rated, because right now you're at 0%, which sucks. But the hard part's over. You're already service connected. Now we need, here's our Analog Man podcast. Be sure to subscribe to this dude. 13 subs. Dude, come on. Help him out, somebody. Okay. What are we doing? First we got to go to Gunny Google. I know I can do it without it, but I want to see Gunny Google. Sinusitis, 3.8 CFR, ECFR. Click the schedule of ratings for the respiratory system. I'm hitting Control F. You can't see it right now, but I am hitting Control F. And I'm typing in sinusitis. Here it is. There it is. This is you. Boo. That's you. This is where you want to be. Yay. Okay. And so you look at incapacitating episodes, or there's an or statement right here. This in 38 CFR matters. Sometimes it says and, which adds more criteria. Sometimes it says or, which is either or. This or that, not both. So this one's an or statement. So 1 or 2 incapacitating episodes, and you'll see the same language for 10 and 30, or then it has all of these symptoms, right? Non-incapacitating episodes characterized by headaches, pain, discharge, or crusting, which is absolutely disgusting when I read it out loud. That sounds gross. Same thing for 30, just more severe. And then at 50%, you have your surgery, right? Treatment that did not work. So you're already service connected, but you need to get an increase. So what do you need to do? Go talk to your doctor. Go get service, or go get documented evidence. Sinusitis is something that can be scanned. It's not a guessing game. Talk about your symptoms, and that's it. So the hard part's over. You just need evidence now for your symptoms. Thank you for the donation, though. I appreciate it. Chef's Chad Kitchen. I live 3 hours from VA clinic. It takes months to get travel pay, and sometimes I never get it. Yes, that's correct. A huge OIG report. I think it came out this year, if I remember. I do so many OIG report videos, it's hard to keep up. But that report stated that only 1/3 of travel pay claims got paid. So the overwhelming majority, almost 3/4, like 66% of travel claims just didn't get processed. Wild. Talk about not doing your job. My dependents were approved 2 hours after I put them in. Insane. I've never heard of that. Insane. Did you do it through the phone, like with the VA? Because that's what I had to do to get my dependents pushed. 6-hour round trip. Yep. James Johnson, how did you get back pay on a dependent claim? So far, my child has not been properly documented. Yeah, a dependent claim is just like any other claim. You have your intent to file. So let's say April of 2024, I submitted a dependent claim. Okay. It gets approved today. It's just like any other claim where you're going to get back pay for that dependent. My dependent took years, multiple years to be approved, and that's how I got the back pay. I actually forgot about it completely. Have called VA 4 times, nothing done. That sucks, dude. I hate to hear that. First they said wait 6 months. Now they say no timeline for completion. They have to be backed up. Can you give me the phone number you called or the in-person you talked to? You're not going to like this because I just called it a 1000 number. Seriously, I just called the 1000 number. I received that back pay this year too. So it was pretty recent. Just the 1000 number, let them know what's going on. And it had to push that dependent claim through. I'll give it to you because you asked for it. But it's the VA 1000 number. What is it? What is the 1000 number? Why are you being difficult? This one. VA Benefits Hotline. That is the VA Benefits Hotline. Yep. So James Johnson says took 8 months. Jago, thank you. Appreciate that. Title location, regional office, Baltimore. All right. Fresh meat. Look like meat's back on the menu, boys. Okay. Stupid. Anyways, do you have any info on more of those one-day claim clinics in 2025? I can tell you one for sure. For sure is happening, assuming VFW does that again, which I think they will because that was a big success. VFW National Convention 2025. I think this was in Ohio. No way. It's going to be in DC. I live in DC, if you don't know. I did not know that. For some reason, I thought it was going to be in Ohio. Okay, now I'm confused. I'm confused. March 2 through the 6th, 2025, the VFW National Convention will be held in DC, which would be sick. Okay? Now, I click on this link right here. All right? Hold on. Let's go back. 126 VFW National Convention will be held in Columbus. Oh, my gosh. Columbus, Ohio, August 9th through the 13th. So are there 2 different national conventions that are going to do 2 this year? Or is one of these incorrect? Now, I was tracking Ohio. So I think that's the right one, unless they changed it. And for some, let's look at the source. I mean, it came from the VFW. Yeah, we need some clarification there, VFW. Okay, I thought it was Ohio. That's what it was originally. Clearly it's not. We're going to have to. Dang it, I X'd out of the wrong screen. We're going to have to come back to that. Either DC or Ohio. It'd be sick if it's DC because that's where I live. In fact, if it's DC, I want as many people to go as possible. I will show up, and if people actually come, I mean, we'll do something. I'll do something. I don't know. I think it'd be freaking sick to have everyone there. Dude, I will rent out a whole restaurant and we'll just go eat for free. I mean, I don't know. We'll figure something out if it's in DC. I won't rent a restaurant in DC because that's way too expensive. It'll be on the Virginia side of the house. Okay. Joe Black, I'm waiting for the board to review my appeal. That sucks. Was filed in August. Wish they were a way to poke the bear and move quicker. There's not. It can take years. It most likely will. It most likely will. And I say that because you look at the VA budget. Ooh, we had a donation. I missed it. I'll come back to it. The VA budget for this FY kept the same numbers for the Board of Appeals, which is indicative of the status quo, which is whatever time frame they had the previous years is the same time frame they're going to have this year because the budget is almost the exact same. Okay. Jay Yanez, and I just lost my spot. Okay, here we go. It says, I am currently rated at 80% for neuropathy in my arms and legs and also tinnitus, and I applied for IU and an increase. Does rental income, stock dividends count against the poverty guidelines threshold? Happy New Year, Clay. So it is anything. I want you to think W-2, 1099s. Passive income, no. Passive income is not included. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this because Jeremy Harrell's situation definitely, I don't want to fearmonger, but genuinely his situation it puts me on my toes. It honestly scares me. I obviously don't want that to happen to you. I don't know you, but I know that sucks. That's something that you really want to dig into. So don't take my word for it, although I'm pretty sure that's correct. Really dig into it. Really think about what you want for your life. Think about volunteering. Are you able to work? It's not, do you want to work? It's, are you able to work? Okay. After Jeremy Harrell's situation, I have a complete different view on TDIU. No questions at all. But that's the answer. I want you to double check that though. Okay. Do not go to prison. Went from 40 to 80% today with a favorable PTSD rating. Hold on. We have to link for this. Don't forget. Oh, wrong one. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Congrats to you. Okay. I hope I was a part of that process. Also, thank you for joining as a member today. I appreciate that. Oh, that's the shop there. JB, had 2 sleep tests on active. First was positive. Second, a month later, said no sleep apnea. Reason for denial, not clinically diagnosed. What to do? Get diagnosis and supplemental. I would definitely get a supplemental claim. I am questioning a month later. One, why did you have a second sleep test a month later? And why did it say no sleep apnea? That's my number one question. But regardless, you need a current diagnosis. But then you submit the claim for sleep apnea. You see the in-service event. They would have prompted a sleep study if you didn't have one. Okay. At face value, yes, go get a diagnosis, submit a supplemental claim. But something is up here with the in-service event. Something is going on. You either had diagnosed sleep apnea in service or you didn't. Did the sleep study fail? Did something happen? There's some context missing here, JB. Started at 90, went from wounded training battalion and forced medical retirement. Then American Legion helped me put 100% IU PNT. Congrats. Again, I just talked about how scared I am of IU now. So be on top of that. Don't become Jeremy Harrell. Right? It sucks that he has to bite that bullet, but it's definitely a lesson that should be learned by all. James Johnson. Remember GeoCities and PayPal? Nice website. If I file for SMCS, will it go under review? No. Had great one-on-one with Clayton today. Highly recommend it. Hey, thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure I was late. I was late to 2 of them today. Was I late to 2? Yes, I was late to 2. Odds are you're one of them. I'm sorry. Okay. My bad. But thank you for your support, and I definitely appreciate it. All right. We have a... Whoa, I missed some. Sorry. Pay L. Williamson, tinnitus and PTSD, didn't serve. Didn't serve to connect PTSD. Why? Okay. So you donated. So I need to really answer this question. It's just going to be hard for me because I need your decision letter. So why were you denied PTSD? Your decision letter is going to tell you that. Not in plain language, but it is in there. And so what's your evidence from service of post-traumatic stress disorder or any mental health? You claim PTSD, but the VA can really rate you however they see fit for mental health. So what's your evidence from service? Be very specific. And if you don't have any, that's why. Were you diagnosed with PTSD or major depressive disorder or generalized anxiety disorder, insomnia, the billion other mental health conditions, bipolar, okay? So you need evidence from service, you need a current diagnosis. Without both of those, there's no nexus. So you're definitely missed the nexus. So it's either one of these or both of those. That's why you're denied. Your decision letter will tell you that. If there was a way for me to see that right now, I would. There's not. I'm sorry. But in your favorable findings, if it says you have been diagnosed with a disability, you have been diagnosed with blah, blah, blah. That means you've been diagnosed. Or in your favorable findings, it says your service treatment records do contain complaints about blah, blah, blah. Then you had evidence from service. If you don't see that in there, then you didn't. And that's why you were denied. Now, that's the face value answer because I really needed that decision letter for myself, but that's why. It's one of those two reasons, if not all of them. Gary Reagan, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Do not forget to download Discord, join our server. We have a great time in there. I answer, it's essentially a 24/7 Q&A. I'll pull it back up again. Boom. So I have another monitor over here that's massive. I just bought it as a Christmas present for myself. It's curved. What? Okay, I mean, look how big this thing is. Okay. It's huge. Anyways. So if you see me looking over there, it's because I am. Oh my goodness, what a terrible decision I made. Thank you for becoming a member. All I needed to do was share my Discord screen. Just to get that, self plug here. Join Discord. If you don't, you're a loser. It's for everyone so also non-members. If you're a member, there's a youth member access, like 24/7 chat, but anyone can join the Discord. Do it or you're a loser. Okay. Obviously that last part's a joke there, but no, it's not. Anyways, thank you. And AF Vet, member for 9 months. It was so nice meeting you at the claim clinic. Happy New Year to you and your family. Also, congrats. All right. Let's go back to questions. Did I get everyone's questions? There's another one. This is your second donation. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to answer your questions if you do. I appreciate that. So thank you. I already put in 17 and a half years of service with the federal government before I resigned due to my service-connected conditions. Oh, man. So close, dude. So I also work for the federal government, at least as of right now. I'm a GS employee. This is why I applied for IU. I'm 45 and already had VeteranAI. Oh, I see what you're building. Okay. Hey, if that's, with that being said, if IU is right for you, then it's right for you. Okay. What I would like to avoid for the masses is people getting on IU and then like going to go do something else. And that's what we saw Jeremy Harrell do. He got on IU, and by chance, he became a CEO of a nonprofit. One thing led to another, and now he'll be in prison in about 20-something days, which really sucks for him and his family. Again, dude, you don't need to do that. You remember, I love you. My wife loves you. Okay. Thank you, AFS. I appreciate that. No questions, no live Q&A. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Man, this is a good day. This is a good night. I might just make it till midnight. I'm tired as butt right now, but I might just make it. Started at 90%. Oh, we answered that one. Whoopsies. How do you file for pre-existing conditions that were aggravated by service? Super easy. Okay. You just file them. I'm going to show you how. I see that donation. I'll answer that here in a second. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So, lucky for you, I have a tutorial on submitting a claim. And in that tutorial, it will show you exactly where you annotate aggravation. Where's it at? It's right here. Oh, we gotta watch ads. Okay. I don't do this. YouTube does it. Sorry. Okay, so where is the, oh my goodness. Let me just find it by scrolling like this. Okay, so after you annotate your claims, you eventually get to this portion right here. Oh, hold on. Scroll back down, douchebag. All right. You see how the first option says my disability was caused by an injury during military service? The next one is a secondary. The third option, my disability or condition existed before I served in the military, but it got worse because of my military service. There you go. That's your answer right there. Hope that helps. Okay. Now, let's go with I am victorious. My CMP was canceled by the VA, now sent to senior rater, no CMP, but I have a Nexus as well. There's a ton of evidence, PFD, VSR, CMP. If you have a truly fully developed claim and you submitted a medical opinion and a DBQ with that, and you didn't have a CMP exam, it's generally a good sign because the VA had canceled it. So I wouldn't sweat it. Generally speaking, this is favorable. This is what I want to see here. This is good. Is it a guarantee? Nope, it's not. I'm just saying you're better off than most. Just did my CMP exam for my skin and back. File for increase. And your videos helped out. Happy New Year. Gonzo, Happy New Year to you. I'm glad my videos helped. And to make that even easier for people who don't know, you go to this nifty play. So this is your world's best mediocre YouTube channel ever, right here. You go to playlist, and there's all kinds of crap, okay? If you look to How is this VA disability rated? You click on that. This is your comprehensive guide, okay? This is what you need right here. So you had what? Back? Let's just look at the back. Somewhere on here is back. And I will find it. Oh, look at that. Complete guide for back pain. And it's got 38 CFR references. It's got some TAC 1 references in there. It shows you, I explain everything. I was in a hotel. That's actually not a fake background. That's a real background. Right. So that's a good example of showing what it looks like. Boom. So if you don't know, there's playlists on this channel that are absolutely dope. OJ Wild. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, OJ. I got to replace you. I want to thank you for helping me and helping all of our brothers and sisters, veterans. Much love. Angela, I love you very much. Thank you. My wife also loves you. OJ, we still love you too. Don't worry. Seriously, that's insane. I always feel weird when I see donations. I'm eternally grateful. Seriously. Now, with that said, how do I edit it? Oh, here we go. Angela B. Save. Show. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay. Thank you. Seriously, Angela. I definitely appreciate that. That's wild. It's wild to me that happened twice. All right. Man. Well. I submitted a claim for increase twice by accident. No big deal. Does that mean I lose my effective date? No. It might confuse a rater. But if that happens, just do an HLR. It'll go back to the original one. That's all. But most likely, no. M. Ike. Thank you for being a member. I like the South Park profile picture you have. Do raters give more weight to VA CMP exam DBQs versus private? Dr. Sharma helped me out, but I got scheduled for a VA CMP exam today too. More weight? No. It's not necessarily a weight question. Now, knowing Dr. Sharma, I can answer this one. He absolutely reviewed all of your relevant medical records. And so maybe there's some clarification that needs happening. That's a maybe. I'll tell you what the real answer is. Did the VA schedule an unwarranted CMP exam? I bet my life they did. So what I would do is call the VA, let them know that you can ask them why they scheduled the exam. Technically, and I hate saying this, technically you can say rate my claim as is. It's fully developed. I generally don't recommend that. I would go to the CMP exam. Right. But let's talk worst case scenario. I think you're going to be approved. You're fine. Let's talk worst case scenario. It's not. You do a higher level review and you'll win that. I don't understand that because I'm a Gulf War veteran. I have a diagnosis for sinusitis and I still got denied. Let me see that decision letter and I will tell you exactly why. It can't be acute. It's got to be chronic. K10. Does Operation Internist? We answered that one. KDW. The presumptive for sinusitis seems to be rated 0 or denied a lot. If that's the case, then a simple HLR with evidence with symptoms is an easy fix. It's the same thing we see with migraines. Migraines is generally rated at 0% because of ambiguity, and the VA sucks, to be honest with you. That's why. Whoa, I can't get over that this happened twice a day. That's insane. Thank you. Oh, if I showed one, I got to show the other one. Hold on. Thank you. Okay. Hello from North Carolina. What's up, Mike? Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Had trouble finding a VSO. Consequently, followed your how-to vids and did it all myself. Underpacked. Awarded 30 and 30. Thank you so much. Hey, awesome. Filing claims is not hard at all. If you're using va.gov and you're filing a claim online, that's stupid easy. Doing it on paper gives me a headache. What's hard about VA compensation claims is the evidence gathering piece. Some veterans have the evidence in their records plain as day, and they can genuinely just go through the process easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's how it was for me. Other veterans don't have the evidence in their records, and that's when things get hard. Sometimes very, very hard. So, Happy New Year to you. Mark Boothman, the evidence used to deny my claim was, we're going to come, hold on. Just void my questions. I'm having issues with my keyboard. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, you're a member, so feel free to hit me up on Discord. That's fine. Please know the 38 CFR diagnostic code for medical conditions before you see your doctor. I'm a fan of just getting diagnosed personally and then talking about your symptoms as they are. Now, CMP exams, different story, but healthcare reasons, it's not that I don't necessarily disagree with that, but that's not something that I would recommend personally. You're not wrong. It's just I would not. Okay. Analog Man Podcast, the man with now 14 subscribers. Let's go see. Hold on. Let's go see if anyone else subscribed to his channel. If you didn't, shame on you. No, this is still me. Analog Man Podcast. Did anyone else subscribe? Hey, we had one other person. Come on, man. Subscribe to this guy. Give him a sub. I'll even make it easy for you. Give that man a sub. Give him a watch on one of his videos. Come on. All right. What SMC should I try for? 5 years, 50-50. So I had answered this on whether you should or should not. It's not necessarily which one you should try for. It's what are you properly rated at. Now you're also 100% P&T, so that's a huge factor to take into account. If we're talking big SMCs, then go for it. If that's what you want to do. I know that's like the world's worst answer, but that's what I got. We have an hour and a half. I am dying. I am so tired. I'm hungry. You working 3 hours trying to get all that YouTube Christmas money, huh? Well, Christmas is over. It's New Year's. Am I trying to get money? I'm not really trying. I'm just live streaming. I've had live streams of nothing, and I've had live streams of pretty much what we see here today. So I think you said this in a douchebaggy way. And if that's the case, you're a douchebag. If not, I'm sorry. I'll take it back. Okay. Why does it take 6 months to add a dependent after going over 30, currently at 80? No rhyme or reason. Just is what it is. No one can answer timeline questions. It sucks. Tyler Marks, can we get more veterans to email and call their senators for the Major Richard Starr Act? It needs to be passed. It does affect a very small portion of veterans, but I do agree with you. It does need to be passed. One of my good friends, actually, we did a video on that. Let me see. It's one of my favorite videos, actually, that I did. Let me see if I can pull that up. And I don't even think I used Major Richard Starr Act in the freaking title. I'm not going to be able to find it. But I want to because it's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. It's definitely longer than... Look at that turd bucket right there. Okay. All right. I'm not going to be able to find it, man. Let me try one more time. All right. Whatever. Sorry, guys. Yes, it needs to be passed. All right. HVAC. I was diagnosed by VA clinic PTSD, had in-service stressor documented, denied first time supplemental claim, came back 50% for depression. CMP denied PTSD, but VA diagnosed PTSD. That's fine. It's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. You're at 50% for mental health. Unless you're looking at an increase, I would leave it personally. Depression, PTSD, same rating. Okay. You should link your Amazon merch on your YouTube channel. If it is there, I didn't find it. I'm a crown eater. So I tried that. I can't. They won't let me. YouTube is whack like that. So in the pinned comments of most of my videos, I have it there. And then I have it on the Discord as well. All right. But I've sold a decent amount of t-shirts though. No service connection. 4A strain during deploy. Didn't request my personnel. Man, that's the second time you donated, and I really feel obligated to give you a full answer, but it's very spotty of information I'm getting. Here's what you can do. Here's what I want you to do, okay? I'm gonna put my email out there, and at least 100 people are gonna email me. I'm telling you right now, I'm responding to this person, not anyone else. I want you to send me an email. I want you to send me that decision letter. Okay, for the, what was it, PTSD? Yeah, for the PTSD. Send me your decision letter. This is my email. Because we're gonna have to go back and forth a couple times, and I can't give any advice worth its weight without looking at the decision letter at a minimum. Okay. Hopefully you got that. I got 50% for that disorder. Now I've been diagnosed with bipolar. Should I put a claim in? Is that I'm going to assume it is. I don't know. Yes, it is. Should you put in for bipolar? Two things here. When veterans have especially weird, and I don't say that in a derogatory context, it just came out though. When it's a weird mental health diagnosis for the general rating formula under mental health, and you have another one like that and bipolar, if your symptoms rate 70%, I would do both, an increase and a new claim for this situation. That's me personally. Can you just do the new claim? Sure. Can you just do the increase? Sure. I'm a twofer kind of dude. If your symptoms rate higher, Now, how do you know they rate higher? Well, I'm glad you asked, because you go to our nifty World's Best Mediocre YouTube channel and you hit playlist, and you go to the World's Best Mediocre YouTube playlist, you will see, look at that, symptoms of 70% for mental health, which is right here. I'm going to plug this down below for you. But that symptoms at 70 or symptoms at 70, and it doesn't matter what your diagnosis is. 70 is 70. All right. 463ED, thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Says the 2025 VFW conference will be in DC per vfw.org. See you for dinner. Yes, but the another VFW site says it's in Ohio. And it said that, so the convention for 2024 also said Ohio. That's why I thought it was originally Ohio. That link was still active. Now I know the new link says DC, but I just want to be very sure before I start broadcasting that out as a person on YouTube. But seriously, no baloney. If you're watching this, 199 people, 201. If you go to the VFW convention, which by the way is likely going to have a VA claim clinic, I'll confirm that as we go. Obviously, they have a claim clinic. I'm going to be there. If you go there, I will be there, whether VFW wants me to or not. We're pretty cool. I think they're going to be fine. I have made some business decisions late this year that might make them mad. But if you go there, we will do something, and I will make it big, right? I don't know what it is, but I'll figure it out. So put that on the calendar. Clay, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, dude. And that's your second time? It is your second one. Dude, thank you. Just so I'm clear, my claim was sent to, senior, prep for decision with temp rejection, no CMP, have a solid evidence and a Nexus. Yeah, so just to be very clear, I'll give you two answers, okay? One, do I think based on this and this, your service is connected? Yes, I do. Could I be totally wrong because I don't have access to VBMS? Yes, I can. I don't think I am, but there's a possibility. So I think this is favorable. I wouldn't sweat it, to be honest with you. You weren't given a CMP exam. I assume you have evidence from service. You have the current diagnosis. You have the Nexus letter, DBQ. I think you're going to be fine. Based on these comments, because that's all I see. Okay, GC Stone. I have 40% for my back and have frequent urination documented with my PCP and shows treatment code of incontinence. I had a burp there, sorry. I have Nexus letter and I've been turned down twice due to no Nexus. Nexus letter from who? What does that look like? And one, this is, I know everyone says bladder issues are common for lower back. It's not that common. I know exactly why they say that and where it came from. It's not that common, okay? But you've been denied twice with the Nexus letter. If that is a solid Nexus letter, what would I do if I were you? Assuming you have a solid Nexus letter, I'd take it to the Board of Veteran Appeals. Straight to the board. Don't even worry about it. That'd be my advice. Now, I hate that answer, okay? But I do think that's what I think that's genuinely what I would do. Why are PACT Act claims being denied? Generally, they're not. I'll tell you this, and I've said this for almost 2 years now. I have never seen a PACT Act claim denied when the veteran had a chronic diagnosis and met the time criteria. I haven't seen it. Now, I've had a ton of veterans tell me that's the case. I've had a few of them even send me decision letters. But when I read it, I say, hey, you don't have the diagnosis. I mean, like, you said you did, but you don't. Or it's acute, okay? So if you have one, my email, clay.sims@civdivonline.com. Send me the decision letter, redacted, for a PACT Act, for a condition that's covered under the PACT Act that was denied, where you meet the criteria. Let me see it. And if you do have one, I will personally help you with that one, okay? I'm sorry, what was the link for the PACT Act you showed us? Oh, it was, you go to the Gunny Googles, and then you type in presumptive list VA, and it is a PDF, presumptive VA PDF. Is that what it was? Why do I do this to myself? I forget it every single time. Oh, here it is. Boom. It's this one. And it's got POWs, Vietnam era. It's got atomic. It's got Gulf War post 9/11. And then your MUCMIs, and then all the PACT Act stuff is at the bottom. But here it is. And I'll post that below. I should have posted it below to begin with. Paying Dr. Sharma for a medical opinion well worth the money. I'm telling you, it absolutely is. I know people hate on Nexus letters, but I am. If you don't want to play no games and you want to submit the best claim possible, and even if you're denied, you still have evidence in your corner to push that to the board if you have to, that's how you do it. And that sucks because there's like it's a privilege thing, you know. Those things cost money, and so the less fortunate are. You get what I'm saying? It's not good, but it is what it is. It's not the system we created, system we follow. Even if it doesn't give me to 100, I got case cut me back, which I wouldn't put it past them. We'll see, Joe Black. Let me know how that goes for you. Is a DBQ enough evidence alone to add to a claim? That doesn't make sense, certified barn door. If you have a DBQ that's complete, you submit that with your claim. Is it evidence alone to win a claim? No. You have to have a medical opinion. The DBQ is the foundation of the Nexus, right? So a DBQ, I'm gonna pull one up for you and explain what I just said. Go back to the Googles, VA public DBQ. It's the foundation of the Nexus. That matters. Let's just look at mental health real quick. Very common one. We'll zoom in. Whoa. Oh, we can zoom in more. Okay. So, real quick. The Nexus takes the in-service event, the current diagnosis, throws them together, connects it to military service. The DBQ looks at the in-service event, looks at your records, it's very detailed, looks at the diagnosis, and then also the severity of the diagnosis. It's the foundation. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Blah, blah, blah. 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 Diagnosis. Here we go. Boom. I'm sorry. I skipped one. Diagnosis. Look at this. Bang. Bang. ICD codes. International Classification of Diseases. ICD. Bang. Disorders. Bang. Bang. Comments. Symptoms. Bang, bang, bang. All these things. Big old list here. Whoa. Behavioral observations, all these things. A billion things. There we go. Foundation. Okay. That was a really bad explanation. I'm sorry. That sucked. That wasn't as glorious as I thought it was going to be. Thank you. I'm done. Big B, what's up? Thank you, Clay, for all you do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy New Year, Randy Rock. Happy freaking New Year. Tick Nor, 70% for hips, back, or hips, knees, back, sciatic. I have really bad GERD, Barrett's, and apnea. All right. Thomas Clark. How long can VES hold onto a CMP and ACE before sending it to the VA? I want to say 30 days is the standard. I've seen like 45. Look at that, dude. Wild. I've seen 45, but I want to say 30 is standard. Well-known standard. While in the U.S. Navy, we had an underway where the jet fuel leaked into the potable water. Is potable or potable? I have not had any luck finding this anywhere. I'm sure this caused problems. Am I just out of luck? One, you're sure it caused problems. Well, what problems? What diagnosed conditions do you have? That's step one. If it's none, then it's over. So what do you have going on? Two, what's the cause? It came from somewhere. Is it your exposure? If that's likely, okay. Will prove the exposure. I feel like that's going to be hard to do with this situation, but that's how you walk an exposure claim. Hey, I was exposed to something. Okay, cool. Shove that to the side. What's my diagnosis? Where did that diagnosis stem from? Was it exposure? Well, what was the level of my exposure? Okay, let's prove the exposure. And then you kind of close that loop. Okay. I've gotten 17 emails since I put my email in the chat. This person needs to email me. Hold on. You email me. clay.sims@civdivonline.com. No one else. Okay. Fiesta Bowl halftime. Okay. Word. Let me see. I've been kind of slacking. Whoa. Alabama lost to Michigan. Illinois beat South Carolina. LSU beat Baylor. That's all Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. All right. I have 70% for physical issues. Took lots of NSAIDs. Can I claim GERD and Barrett's secondary to that sleep apnea? Assuming you have the diagnosis, sure, you absolutely can. Both of those. I've seen GERD connected to medication multiple times. I actually saw one today. Used Chapter 31 once, then a fellowship for my second degree. I'm pursuing a third. Post 9/11 expired, was denied. Chapter 31 denied education benefits. I haven't used up. Am I screwed? I'm assuming you got out pre 2011 or 2010, whatever the Forever GI Bill was. Yes, that's your answer. I'm sorry. Now you have VRNE as an option, maybe, but I would explore that. All right, Johnny Utah, number 9. Simplify, brutta, and Happy New Year's. Can hypertension and diabetes be secondaries to sleep apnea? Yes. More so hypertension. I'm not sure on diabetes to give you a solid answer, but I can tell you hypertension is, and then hypertension is another route as well, for sure. Would you know how periodic leg movement syndrome is rated? Yeah, most likely. Well, you have your restless leg syndrome. I don't know what periodic leg movement syndrome is. Is it a sleep disturbance? Is it mental health? Is it going to fall under a sleep condition? It sounds face value like mental health to me. Kind of like how you'll see like SSD rated. That's my answer. Thanks for the work you do, Clay. Thank you. An hour and 10 minutes. Oh my goodness, dude. I am. Whoa. This sucks. Okay. Why do you recommend Nexus letters? How much for 5 Nexus letters cost? Why do I recommend Nexus letters? One, I personally recommend Nexus letters for appeals. That's my number one. Two, if you're able to submit a Nexus letter with your initial claim, should you do it? That totally depends on you. If you have the funds, go for it. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Submit the initial claim anyways. But a lot of people want to submit truly fully developed claims. That's fine. That's okay. Why do I recommend them? Because it gives power to the veteran. So worst case scenario, you're denied. You have power in your corner. And that assumes the Nexus letter and the DBQ are complete and they don't suck and they're good. Are there really sucky people writing his Nexus letters out there? Yes. I've seen them many, many times. And every time I just say, man, that sucks that you got conned into buying that because that letter sucks. But you don't want that. But if it is good, it gives the veteran power in appeals for higher level reviews, definitely for the Board of Veteran Appeals. That's why. That's why. You're essentially paying for a good CMP exam. That's basically what a Nexus letter is. You're paying for a guaranteed, if you're using my recommendations, I don't know about anyone else's, route. That's all a Nexus letter is a private CMP exam. How much does 5 Nexus letters cost? I don't know. You should ask the company. Those are companies that run ads on the description and on the channel. I have nothing to do with them outside of creating content for them. That's it. They're their own entity, so I can't really speak on their price structure. Not that I can't really, it's I can't. Okay, filed for flat feet aggravation. Very difficult claim. We actually just talked about that, okay, in this video right here that I'm going to show you because we have all the time in the world. This one right here. See? Man, I got so much flack for this, but guess what? I don't care. Don't spread stupid stuff. It won't happen. Okay. Anyways, person at claims clinic only submitted for right foot. Yes, that sucks. I hate that. At CMP, I noticed it happened. Examiner agreed to write up right foot also. Hey, call the VA. Double tap on that. Call the VA. Make sure it's bilateral. Okay. Fully hurt. I exited the gate at 60. 4 years later, I'm 93, knocking on the door. You absolutely are. Depending on your bilateral, could be slightly easier. Depending on not, could mean 20%. Look at the 5 steps. 5 steps, okay? I'm going to explain. I'm going to say what they are. But if you go to this, what you need to know, best mediocre playlist right here, you will see the 5 steps are somewhere. I thought, why would the 5 steps not be in here? Who put this list together? I think I made a mistake because that's not. Okay. Don't you hate when I mess something up and it's on live? I do. Oh, it's that one. Oh, I didn't mess it up. I just changed the thumbnail. Yeah, idiot. Okay, I didn't mess it up. I forgot I updated the thumbnail. It's right here. 5-step process. What a big dummy. 5-step process. 1, increases. Look at increases. 2, secondaries. Very important. 3, denials. Very difficult. 4 are new claims. We miss things all the time. 5 is a twofer. It's presumptives and Terra. Toxic exposure. Do that. That's how you get properly rated. I'm still getting emails. And I know it's from the stream. Okay. Whoa. I missed one. Michael Jefferson, the third big one of the day. You know what that means, Angela? Michael Jefferson. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I love you. My wife loves you. Did I spell that correctly? Yes. Dude, seriously, man. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That happened 3 times today. Angela, start off with OJ. Thank you. Everyone, seriously. Whoa. And I totally lost my place. We were somewhere right here. We were with Foley. Okay. Does the VA consider your age when filing? No. Not even for TDIU. Not even for TDIU. They're not supposed to. They don't, technically. Dallas Marquez. Claim deferred for second opinion, but eventually received service connection. This is good. What do you think should be my following options? File HLR for other foot or just file for the other foot? Did you ask the question previously? Oh, I see. I'm curious as to the claim being submitted. I think the safest, based on these comments alone, for me, what I'm seeing, the answer for me is higher level review. That's what I would do first. In the event that whoever submitted your claim absolutely bonked you, then you file you file the other one. But I think higher level review is the safe bet here. Personally, that's if I were you, that's what I would do. William Sims claimed SOB, also known as undiagnosed Gulf War illness. What is SO? So I've heard of many acronyms for Gulf War illness, Gulf War syndrome. What is SOB? I know what a SOB is. July 23, denied for missed CMP. Okay. I'm so confused here. Because you were denied because you missed a CMP. Then you say wrong. So did you miss the exam or not? I'm going to answer it as if it's both, just to make sure you get your answer. So let's say you did miss your CMP exam. Don't do that. Absolutely go to your CMP exam. Make sure you do that. Let's say you did go to your CMP exam. You fired the higher level review. There's a duty to assist error. Couldn't submit evidence because of HLR. You can now submit evidence. So the HLR, you go to the duty to assist error. Think of it as that's its own claim. That's the decision of the higher level review. Now your claim is being kicked back for development. It depends on what the DTA error is, but generally it's being kicked back for development. Once that happens, it's open season. You're fine. Here, no. HLR, here, yes. Not HLR. Generally speaking, that depends on what the DTA error is. in the first place. Okay. Whoa, we got, oh my goodness. Holy baloney. I hope that answers your question, William Sims. F0 buff nipples, yeah. And don't worry, I see that big one down there. I'm definitely going to get to that. That's wild. 4 in a day. We have an hour to go. I'm dying. Blessing to you and your family. Thank you. Same to you and yours. To a great new year. F0 buff nipple. Got out in June and diagnosed with sleep apnea this month. CPAP soon. You got out recently, diagnosed with sleep apnea. I mean, I think you submit the claim as is, straight up direct. Personally, I don't know if that's. It doesn't seem like you're asking that as a question. I assume that's what you're going to do anyways. But hey, I feel like I have to make up a question at some point. I emailed you and joined the Discord. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wanted to make sure you didn't have to donate again. That's 3. So 2 plus 5 plus 2 is what? Like 30? I'm joking. It's 9. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. And then South Jersey Artisan. Hold on. Michael Jefferson, you didn't last too long. I apologize. Some people could say that's what she said. That's inappropriate. I'm sorry. We have South Jersey Artisan. Whoa, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to be doing this more often because I like it. Thank you. For real. Thanks for the help you do for fellow vets each day, videos and live. We appreciate you and other good people. I asked a question in the chat, 2 parts. Happy New Year's Eve. Okay. So it's very difficult for me to search chat. I'm going to find it. I can't not find it with this. So give me a second and I'm going to find it. South Jersey Artisan. I wonder if I can control here. I'll just show you what I'm doing. If I can control F a live stream that I have on my own channel, maybe that will work. It could be from the bottom up too. Was it South? Oh my goodness, it works. Look at that. Genius. Okay. Let me get rid of this. I can't pull it up. But I'll just read it out loud here. Look, it's me looking at an ad. Okay. This was all within the same claim. In recent partial decision, items were deferred, not submitting claims. Okay, that clearly was not it. LO Clay said ED and not Ed for short like Edward. Oh, got it. Feasibility claim, CMP claim, next letter assistance. Dude, I don't see any. I don't see any questions from you. Oh, unless it's above this one and I can't see it. You know what you could do is just type it at the bottom, and that would really help me out because then I can see the bottom. Yeah, type it out at the bottom. I can see the bottom. I think on YouTube it cuts off some of the chats as it goes. Type it up at the bottom. I will answer you. I have to because you donated a big chicken dinner. Okay. Do that for me, and I will absolutely get to it. Just copy and paste it. As you're doing that, I'm going to answer more questions. Okay. William Sins. Shortness of breath. Thank you. That's hilarious. Supplemental 1 May for PACT Act claims. I qualify. Sleep apnea secondary, GERD secondary, in-person CMP exam. 2 ACE. Step 4 GERD denied. I suspect standalone claim. OSA deferred. Okay, hold on. Many moving parts here. Deferred is not good and or bad. Amateur hour. Give me a second. Okay. Many moving parts. So GERD, not presumptive. Okay. I'm gonna slide this up for you. Going back to here, Gulf War illness is denied for missing your CMP exam. Don't do that. Submit the supplemental claim. Asthma, presumptive. Not worried about it. Sleep apnea, secondary. There's also an option for toxic exposure on your sleep apnea claim. I'm going to assume that's why it was deferred, because the secondary was probably denied, and so they kicked it for toxic exposure exams, probably. GERD secondary is always a hard claim. Even if you're on like medication for mental health, it's still a hard claim. Possible, difficult, very difficult without it. So your GERD denial makes sense. Sleep apnea deferred, probably due to toxic exposure. That's most likely what's going on, just because I see that all the time. I could totally be wrong. All right, I am victorious. Final clarification I have, submitted everything you mentioned except the DBQ. Okay. I see your other one, William. No DBQ and you weren't given a CMP exam. Does your Nexus, man, I want to, would the VA do that if your Nexus letter includes your symptoms? Maybe your symptoms are super well documented. I still think it's favorable. Let me go check this chat first because we're waiting on our friend here to do what they need to do for me. Holy baloney, chat is huge. Oh my goodness. All right, where are we at? South Jersey. Where are we at? It's right above that first. Has 1 and 2. You should totally just copy and paste it for me. I can't not answer this question in full. So if you or someone, and we have another one. Is that another one? No, it's same. Yeah, you should do that for me. I would love you because this sucks. I'm going to put the pressure back on you. Do that for me. It'll come. Anyways, South Jersey artisan. Someone find what they're talking about and post it below, and I will answer it. I'm sorry. William Sims, conflicting medical opinions. November 5th, approved. 10, shortness of breath. August, no back pay yet. It will at some point. Obviously, it's PACT Act related, going back to August 10th. Third ACE MP said she was asked for Tara opinion. There you go. Tara. Boom. All right. So we were right on the Tara part. Can you talk to what you did after your low rating migraine? Oh, dude, are you in luck? Yes, I can. In 2 ways. One, I'm going to do it here, but I'm also going to show you where I talk about it. I've already talked about it. Go to your world's best mediocre playlist and you go to here. Was it there? I think that is it, but let me just double check. Yeah. There we go. Exactly how to go from 0 to 50 for migraine. I'm going to explain this in 2 ways. One, there's the veteran who submitted all the evidence and the VA awarded 0% because of how ratings go through the system on an automated basis, and the VSR has to confirm it or give justification for 1 up, 1 down. That's why. There's way more to it than that, and I'm just going to skip that part because it's a long explanation. So you'll see a lot of migraine ratings at 0%. What I had to do, because I submitted evidence and I understood evidence, not lay evidence, actual medical evidence, I had everything I needed. I did a higher level review with the informal conference, talked about my evidence. 6 days later, I think it was 8 days later, actually. 8 days later, boom, got the rating. Easy day. That's me. To answer your question. Now, what do most people have to do is they don't submit the evidence because they don't listen to me at all. I'm an idiot. Then they have to get the evidence. So people say migraine logs. I don't want to say migraine logs are stupid, but I'm saying migraine logs are stupid. Migraine logs aren't stupid when you take that and you show it to your primary care. Now they're good. Over here, stupid. Over here, good. Take that migraine log, show it to your primary care, get on treatment. You know, some people prefer medication like sumatriptan. Some people prefer like non-invasive. There's a migraine thing that I'm going to be trying out here soon called GammaCore. It's great for migraines. That's another treatment. There's injections you can get. Get on something that shows frequency and severity. That's hard medical evidence. Then you submit the increase. So I had to do a higher level review because I had the evidence. If I didn't have the evidence, I would have done the same thing just as an increase. There you go. Hope that answers your question. Okay, did someone find this? Nice. Look at that. See how easy that is? Woo, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, South Jersey Artisan. I'm sorry. It's puts the lotion on the skin. Okay. Partial decision for December 1st. Now 100% P&T. 2 were deferred. Cubital tunnel and sleep apnea. For sleep apnea, had initial diagnosis October 21, had BDD. Sleep study after retire, home study August 22, and sleep center August 22 and sleep center August 22, October, sorry. CPAP issued October. Doctor did DBQ and Nexus for comorbid. Got it. Either causing or aggravating mod sleep apnea. Just wondering advice. Okay. So 1, you're 100% P&T. Okay. So off the bat, we can breathe a little bit. This is actually not that hard of a question. You're already 100% P&T. I'm going to assume you want advice on actually, I don't know what you want advice on. Are you saying that your sleep apnea wasn't service connected or your nerve damage wasn't service connected? And now you have other issues like rhinitis, sinusitis, and cervical strain and lower back pain? I'm going to give you an answer and I'm going to assume some things. The answer is you are 100% PNT. I don't see cubital nerve damage, which is a very low rating for most veterans, 0 to 10. Sleep apnea at 50%. I don't see that bringing in any sort of special monthly compensations for you. I don't see rhinitis or sinusitis doing that either. Cervical strain, lower back pain, potentially, but I assume those are already service connected anyways. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I should pull that up. It doesn't matter. So everything, here's your straight up God's honest truth. Everything you said right here doesn't matter because you're 100% PNT, and whether it's the basis of service connection or the rating you're talking about, it's not going to warrant any special monthly compensations. There's no benefit for you at all to get that. You're fine. You're good to go. You're 100% PNT. Now, the second that changes, it's service connected. Yeah, perfect. That's even better because now it's the basis of how it was service connection, like saying it was secondary, does not matter. And so what you'll find is you have clearly other respiratory conditions, rhinitis and sinusitis. I'm going to assume there's some mental health in there as well. And then you look at the stress on the body, the obstruction of the airway, the sleep apnea being service connected. Is it common? No. Did it happen to you? Yes. You're 100% PNT. Congrats. I think that's what you're asking me. Clarify that. Now that I'm at the bottom, I need you to clarify that because I'm going to go back up to the top. Okay. Can someone have a rating for peripheral artery disease and diabetic neuropathy at the same time? I'm 40% for diabetes type 2. Are you currently taking one-on-ones? I am doing one-on-ones. You remember, you can go to the Discords. Well, hold on. Now I need to pull it up. Right here. This is the Discords. You can navigate your way to private Q&A, and it's right there. Bang. Look at that. That's where you go. All right. Yeah, it's fine. I totally put the pieces together. No, it's good. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The basis of service connection, I don't care if they said it's service connected because unicorns have babies. I don't care why it's service connected. Just make it service connected, right? There's 5 of them: direct, secondary, aggravation, exposure, VH8 oopsie. That's what I call it. I don't care if it's one or all 5. Doesn't matter. I want it to be service connected personally. So you're absolutely fine. Congrats on your PNT. And you have a very cookie cutter post 9/11 disability rating list. I see those ratings for almost not every, but the severe post 9/11 generation. Very, very cookie cutter disabilities there. Okay, let's go back to. I'm so glad we were able to answer that. Wild E Coyote. I need to find this. What time is it? 11:18. Holy crap, this sucks. All right, let me go back to this chat because I don't want to skip anybody. Here it is. Bam. Oh. Happy New Year. Thanks for all the awesome info you put out. Hey, Wild E Coyote Genius. Thank you. Appreciate that. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and your family. Billy Hartman, also a member. I love you. Simplify. Happy NES. They said the VA will not share CMP examiner our information or evidence. Yes, that is a black eye on the VA as deemed by me. I hate that. VBA transparency does not exist. That's an issue. Gene Rossi says, I had a HLR. They sent the paperwork to the same I'm still getting emails to the same CMP examiner who gave me a negative decision last time. Is that uncommon? No, it's not uncommon. It's based on your region. The company's in charge of that. That's just how it goes. You can request another examiner. The VA doesn't have to uphold to that, but you can make the request. I just had a CMP exam last week, and it was a lady I went to high school who recognized me. That's funny. I hope it was a funny incident. I can see how that could be awkward too, but make sure you get the chiropractor to do your DBQ. It's in your favor. STOD 2122 2122 is also the power of attorney form that VSOs can make you fill out or can have you fill out. First time commenter, long time listener, welcome STOD. You should comment more often. You should become a member, brother. Thanks, Clay, for what you do. You're welcome. Thank you for asking a question. I filed a supplemental for my lower back in 2014. Filed by myself, not knowing I had free help. Got denied. That sucks. Filed supplemental with your help, along with new claim for other issues. Couldn't have done it without you. Here's to good luck. Awesome. I didn't even help you. I just make YouTube videos, but I'm glad you followed. Evidence-based claims, I'm telling you, listen, YouTube is full of thumbnails and titles. Trust me, I get crap for it every day. It doesn't bother me at all. YouTube's full of it. Straight up, here's the bottom line truth. Evidence-based claims will get you there. And if you don't submit evidence-based claims, then I don't care. I've said that many times. You're stupid. Submit the evidence-based claims or don't. That is how you are service connected. It's evidence-based claim. Now you might say, Clay, what is an evidence-based claim? Well, hot diggity dog, I'm going to show you once I pull up the correct screen here. Evidence-based claims. That might be in this playlist. No, it's not. I know exactly what the thumbnail looks like, though, and it's pretty recent. It's got a big old EBC on it for evidence-based claims. See all these thumbnails and titles? This is cool and all. I like it. Obviously, I like doing YouTube. I like teaching veterans, helping them out. Did I skip EBC? No, right there. Tool to win. Evidence-based claims. Evidence from service, current diagnosis. That's it. You want to look at the one video you need? There it is in the chat. It's right there. But perfect example. Thank you for the shout out. Silky Slim Reaper. 37 minutes ago. I'm going to die. I'm sure the Cairo says you're jacked up when he's justifying his charges for treatments. That is a very good justification there. Lynn, thank you for being a member. I have a copy of my neck DBQ completed in August of 24. Can I reuse that DBQ and submit with future secondaries to neck claims? I mean, assuming there's evidence on that DBQ about the secondary, sure. I mean, the VA already has it, but you could help them out with that. You absolutely can. That's fine. I file for rhinitis and sinusitis submitted my own DBQ through my personal doctor who happens to be an MD. That's good. Turned down the VA's request for a medical exam with the 4138. They still scheduled one. I already know where this is going, and I am going to agree with you. I told MP that I did not want the exam, so nothing was performed. My claim was still denied on sinusitis. I got 10% for rhinitis, Gulf War vet. I have a current diagnosis. That changes things a little bit. Okay. I definitely want you to send me that decision letter. I don't say anything right now, but I'm pretty sure something's missing here. Send me the decision letter. You can now email me. Okay. clay.sims@civdivonline.com. When I say you can email me, I mean I'm actually going to read it. All right. Send me that decision letter redacted that I want to see. I don't know why. So the part that's weird here is your Gulf War era veteran. It's presumptive. Your DBQ from your doctor doesn't matter for service connection. And that's what I'm focused on right now because you were denied. Rating, sure. So something's weird here. I'm at 90%. How can I add back issues? Yeah, I mean, you just submit the claim. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, submit the claim. Now, lucky for you, we know how to do that. And there's a step-by-step, even a caveman can do it, version right here. There we go. Check that out. I just put it below. How to. Do you know how good the VA facilities and veterans benefits are in Texas if I decide to move there? I don't. Here's what I know of Texas. Texas is veteran friendly. It's one of the best states for veterans. I don't know if it's the best, but it's one of the best. Me personally, I lean towards Florida a lot because there's also state tax exemption for everyone. Not exemption, it just doesn't exist. That's big. But Texas is up there. So I know that. I also know it's hot as butt up there, like Gooch area butt. I know that's gross. That's all I know. So I can't answer that question. Maybe someone below can. Oh, you have a channel. HVAC channel. Oh, we're going to go see. Let's go see my man's channel. Okay. Hold on. Someone help me find this man's channel. Am I spelling his name wrong? HVAC. Yeah, I was because I'm an idiot. Okay. Hey, we have another channel. It's current. No, it's not. What do you mean? I'm trying to plug your channel. Ain't even current. 2 years ago. What is that? 2 years ago. Come on, man. You do something. You do better than that. Okay. Alexis Rivera says, I didn't miss anything, did I? Hold on. Let me just double check, make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Waiting on PTSD, TMJ, IVDS, radiculopathy, tinnitus rating. Just got sleep apnea diagnosed. What do I do? So have an intent to file, ready to go, assuming you don't already have one, and submit the claim. Now, if it's secondary, because you're already waiting on these claims over here, you set the intent to file, then you wait, and whenever your service is connected, hopefully, then you have the secondary as an option. That's what I would do. Because you're already down that path. Curtis Yinger. First off, love your channel. I love you. Thank you. You have really helped me through the process. Never felt that I deserve benefits, but you showed me all we do. That's awesome. That makes me feel good about myself. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. 31 minutes. Who's counting? Will the government shut down, stop the VA from processing claims? Nope. No, it is not. Or it does not at all. The VA actually pushed something. Do I still have that? Can I find that? Let's go see if we can find it. They have a... Where's the chart? They have a chart. The answer is no, but they do have a chart somewhere. No, here it is. Look at that. It's right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But the answer is veteran healthcare is not impacted. VA benefits will continue to be processed and delivered, including compensation, pension, education, and housing. Oh, and I'm not even sharing that tab. What a dummy. Okay. It's right there. The answer is no. The second one. Okay. You can pause that. Pause it. All right. Let's discuss again if the CMP examiner for the back says touch your toes. If it hurts and you can't bend, but the examiner says he didn't ask or say stop when it hurts, just do it. What if you can't do it? If you can't touch your toes, then you can't touch your toes. And you need to let them know that you can't touch your toes. Now, I'm not saying go out there and fake the funk. These people are not stupid, okay? But if you legitimately cannot bend down that far, you need to let them know. And it's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. You need to let them know the pain that you're in. 100%. For sure. What if you can't do it at all at the time, but you can after shots? Explain that to them. Right? The VA includes your flare-ups, right? You're not on injections all the time. Thank you for being a member. It says, I remember that you said you got rated for migraines and it was rated low. Can you share that? I did. I shared that and we answered that one, but thank you. My YouTube channel is old. I stopped uploading when my surfer friends found out I voted conservative, and those who I thought were my friends turned on me and became very rude and hateful. That sucks. They're not. Turns out they weren't your friends. Sorry to hear that. Filed for PACT Act. This is what's in my records. We answered that one. That's because you have to be given the tab. You have to be given the tag for that. You just ask about it in the Discord and someone will help you out. Now it is New Year's Eve. I'm not expecting it today or tomorrow, but someone at some point will help you out. Have a negative decision. I think that's what that is. On TBI claim, CMP, doctor first. This was positive. Then after several, dude, holy shorthand. Thank you for being a member. And second CMP got negative opinion. I filed HLR, had 2 next letters, one from Dr. Sharma. What should I do? HLR was the right way to go. 100%. And if that doesn't go through, then you go to the Board of Veteran Appeals. Just want to jump on and say thanks for all you do. Thank you. Appreciate that. DM Kelly, can IMAs on active duty orders through retirement date do BDD? You need to have, if you have a separation date, the answer is yes. I was also on an IMA for about 2 years, about a year and a half. I probably won't make it past 11. Well, if you're still here, you made it. It's 11:34, 26 minutes. I'm dying. I can't even believe I'm still drinking this because I still have to go to bed. Okay. Denied Gulf War presumptive because I didn't meet service requirements. Have all the proof I was in the areas. Easy submittal. If you can prove that you were there, the answer is yes. But it's wild that the VA didn't catch that themselves. Safeguard your medical records. The VA initially denied me because I lost my records, but they said I had no injuries in my records. Blatant lie. Yeah, I mean, the VA is not... I try not to bash the VA too hard because they do it to themselves, and then I do. But the process really sucks, and it's mainly due to a lack of transparency. Fellow vets, today I was speaking with an owner of an auto mechanic shop. He's 70 years old. He was complaining because of veterans receiving VA disability. Stop flapping your guns to people about your VA disability status. Hey, I feel what you're saying. At the same time, who cares? He's 70. He's irrelevant. He's working at an auto body shop. Sucks to suck, dude. Your mom. Hilarious. Just recently got to 94% thanks to you and your information. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, man. I'm glad the channel was able to help. Congrats. Now you're close. You're very close. So don't stop. Currently waiting on a decision on my lower back pain. Is it possible to do a secondary for other back surgeries that were deemed higher priority? So the back is rated as 1. Your lower spine, your middle spine, or lumbar, or your thoracic, same. You can have DDD, DA, lumbar strain, 30 other, IBDS. Back ratings are back ratings. 2 rating schedules. You only get 1. It's either range of motion, which is overwhelming majority, or incapacitating episodes. It's all roped into 1. Your neck is a different story. Your tailbone is a different story. So there's like sections that can be rated. Your cervical, that's its own rating. Your middle and lower spine, it's its own rating, just 1. And then your tailbone has its own rating. You can have 50 different diagnoses in your lower spine. You're getting 1 rating. I think that's what your question was. The next were submitted with my claim. Hold on. Let me roll back up real quick. Yeah. HLR was the right move. Worst case scenario is the Board of Veteran Appeals. I'm pretty happy about you, or confident in your HLR. I've been rated 30% for foot conditions, including flat feet, bunions, hammer toes, and metatarsalgia. That's nasty. The VA is using a pyramiding rule to say all the conditions manifest the same, but they don't. That's because foot conditions, you can't do anything about it. Okay. It's N21 TAC 1, pyramiding rules. There is no way to separate a pyramiding rule. That's why it's there in the first place. So, there's some pyramids I disagree with. Some are like whatever. It's the rules. It's like the speed limit. I don't agree with the speed limit, but it's the speed limit. That's cool. Confetti. I can't wait until I can tell my hubby he's 100%. That would be great. Because you've been at that for a while now. He's miserably hanging on until he can have a more chill kind of job, waiting patiently for caregiver submittal. Awesome. Stated with love. Yeah. Funny. This one. Got it. I am service connected. Migraines at 30 and put in for an increase. Have ACE exam on Friday. Any advice? I mean, it's an ACE. There is no advice. Have your phone ready. I hope you submitted your claim with evidence indicative of 50%. If you didn't, that sucks. You're going to have to do it again. If you did and it comes back at 30, you're going to have to do a higher level review, preferably with an informal conference. I see that, and you donated a big smackaroo there. Thank you. Thank you for showing me 30 at CFR. I'm more properly rated because I could explain it in VA words. Awesome. Congrats. Make sure your spouse and family members pay attention to you and study dissociative conditions, especially if you have PTSD or TBI. Yeah, I can get down with that. No, I got it. I can certainly agree with that, especially in various situations, right? Stop by to say hi. What's up, Texas Eric? Better than any other Eric that I know. Will they back pay you for property tax waive P&T from the date you were awarded? That depends on your state and your county. Virginia, I believe, has a 2-year back pay window. It might be 3. It's something. I know that because I'm in Virginia. I can't really speak for any other state because that's not something I know. So it depends. I know you can look it up. So depending on what state you are, the answer is maybe. Virginia does. So if you're in Virginia, there you go. Back to 2 years, maybe 3. I forgot the number there. It's one of them. Thank you for your information. It has helped me increase from 70 to 100. You know what time it is. We got something for that. Kevin Burton. 19 more minutes, people. 19 more minutes. What is my next? Was denied for IU. Depends why you were denied. What's next? Are you properly rated? I don't really. This is a question I want to address something. I don't really care about IU or what's next. Completely irrelevant. What is relevant is, are you properly rated? Are there conditions that you haven't submitted for yet? If so, why? Gather the evidence, submit them. If you truly are capped at 60%, and that's your true rating, then nothing next. It's your true rating. Until you develop other conditions, or those conditions get worse, not every veteran is going to be 100%. And it's absolutely insane to even mention that. But let's just hypothetically say that you're not properly rated right now. What's next is to get properly rated. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I missed one, I think. Did I miss one? Oh, no, it just popped up. I see. 70 to 90% in 3 months. 2 deferred, but new CMP exam already. Okay, awesome. Congrats. That's fast. 3 months is fast. 2 were deferred. You have CMP exams. I'm going to assume it's for your deferred conditions. You're at 90. Is it a good 90 or a bad 90? A bad 90 is 85 to 89. A good 90 is 90 to 94. Obviously, the closer you are to 94, the better that 90% is. But hey, you got 2 new claims or 2 deferred claims happening. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. JC Welch, thank you for being a member. Says QTC asked me to drive out of a major metropolitan area, 120 miles, 240 round trip for CMP eye exam. I told them, sounds like the VA needs a new vendor. Will the VA reschedule? Yes. So you need to cancel that. You need to call the VA. I would do a personal statement just to get it documented. Let them know exactly what you said here about the 240 round trip. Absolutely insane, unsat. Shame on the company for doing that. Okay? Absolutely shame on the company. You know what's wild is although you had canceled that CMP exam, they still charge the VA. That is a fact. They will charge the VA for that appointment. Not making that up. Okay. Crazy. Tried to claim herniated disc radiating as well as RA. You were denied. Have been seeing civilian docs for both for years. Is a buddy letter good enough? No. A buddy letter is not good enough. YouTube will tell you it is. I'm telling you it's not. You need to have the big three. In-service event, the current diagnosis. I assume you have that one. So we're really talking about evidence from service. You have a herniated disc. Unless something crazy happened that was not documented in personnel records, in safety reports, you didn't go to medical, and a buddy saw you, you're still going to be denied. You're going to have to kick that to the board because no one cares about lay evidence. That's the truth. If you're wondering who cares about lay evidence, it's the Board of Veteran Appeals, nobody else. Okay, that's the mindset that I would have. So is it good enough? I'm going to say no, and I would die on that hill. I want to see evidence from service, not a buddy letter. Not that. I'm not saying don't submit your buddy letter. Still submit it, but that's not in place of or in lieu of evidence from service. You got to have evidence from service. You have to. I appreciate you very much. Big dog. If you got to the VFW, what dates would you go? Yeah. So the conference, whatever that day is, VFW National Convention 2025 is, well, see, now I'm back to being confused again. All right. It would be March 2nd to the 6th. Holy baloney, that's coming up. I need to get on that. You can't even see what I'm looking at there. March 2nd to the 6th. I need to confirm this. Once I do, you'll see it on YouTube. Yeah, we will absolutely. I'll do something. So I'll figure it out. Okay. Where are we at right now? Okay. RN of 18 years would love to partner your videos. Awesome. Send me an email. Rawest nanny diva ever. Hilarious. Send me an email. I would love to do a live Q&A. We can answer some questions. You obviously have more medical stuff than I do. I'm just some dude in the basement. Absolutely. I would love that. Thank you very much. Big B with the 5 gifts. Memberships. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. And if he gifts you one of those, join the Discord, member up. You're going to want to do that. Take advantage of that. Solid benefit. Thank you, Big B. We are over here. I'm 58. Can my disability be reduced? If I said no, that would be wrong, but the answer is no. Okay. You're static. The 5-year rule is the 55-year rule. They're the same thing. 5 years are for the static. 55 is the old version of the static rating. It's the same thing. Okay. Can it be reduced? I mean, sure. Is it going to? No. You're fine. You rate the 55-year rule. Congratulations. You're old. Evaluation of tinnitus to include Meniere's. We answered that one. Got it. Don't the two correlate? Yep. Email me. I got you. RB the baller. How much time is left? 11 minutes. Holy poop. I'm rated 80%. PTSD, back, tinnitus, rhinitis. I just got diagnosed with sleep apnea, but I never was diagnosed in service. I'm wondering if I should claim sleep apnea. Sure, it's got to be secondary. You have some correlating factors with PTSD, with rhinitis. There's still competing evidence you need to look at, but at a minimum, I would submit the claim. Okay. For instance, and I always use this as an example because it's kind of funny, but it's also very, very true. If you're 300 pounds and you try to tell the VA that your sleep apnea stemmed from your PTSD, they're going to look at you right in your eyes and said, it's because you're fat. So there's competing evidence there, right? And so as long as your competing evidence doesn't exist, which is good, submit the claim. On second thought, this 20 lower back, absolutely you should be looking at nerve damage. Have you been diagnosed with radiculopathy or femoral nerve damage, sciatica? If that's the case, submit those secondaries as well. Claim at step 7 weeks ago, now at step 6. Why? No rhyme, no reason, and I would stop checking the status of your claim. I'm 100%. Do I get rescheduled CPT exam? C and P exam. 100% not P&T means you have a routine future exam. The answer is yes. That's what that means. At some point in time, something's going to be evaluated. That's a cool monitor saying. This monitor, I wish I could show it to you. It's massive. It's massive, okay? I would move it, but it's heavy. I don't want to move it. It's exactly where it needs to be. That monitor is cool. If I lose my 100% P&T after 10 years and pass away with a missus, you won't lose P&T after 10 years. I don't even know why. I don't even know where that came from. I'm going to answer your question. Your P&T, 10 years, no. Your spouse will have her survivor benefits. Fine. Okay, 8 minutes is the slowest 8 minutes of my life. I'm 58 and at 80%. Can it be reduced? What is up with all these? It's like a fire back and back and back to back to back. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to answer that again. I just did it. Okay. The answer is no. Technically, yes. Real answer is no. I'm a loser. I'm a loser, baby. That much contact with service members may be gateway for re-up. Jokes aside, appreciate the camaraderie. I see you're talking. Okay, cool. Yeah. If you opted for the survivor's benefit plan when you ended your service, your spouse will receive the benefits associated with SPV. Okay. He's going to jail, but Hunter roams free. Yeah, on Jeremy Harrell. I'm not even going to. Had a higher level review for an effective date turn into a DTA error. Got 2 exams I didn't want. Feels bad. That's the most likely outcome of a higher level review. It's a duty to assist error. Are we going to do the video for beginners? What they should expect to file when cash hits their account. I haven't thought about that for the cash aspect, like the money aspect. That's a good topic, though. I will tell you the beginner, like the best beginner video I have. Actually, I'll go to my website because it's a little easier to navigate. CivDivOnline.com. You want to see mediocrity? CivDivOnline.com is some mediocrity. You go to BDD claims, active duty. I know it says BDD. It applies to everyone. This video right here is the best beginner. It's coupled with this worksheet. So click that. That is the best beginner video for disability, in my opinion. My opinion's always right. That's what I tell my wife, at least. Okay. Eric, not Texas Eric. This Eric's cool. He's a member. This Eric, spelled with a K, not a member. I'm joking. Okay. Having a CMP exam may be a good thing. You can be rated with CMP when evidence submitted is solid. Yeah, the overwhelming majority of veterans, and I mean 99% of veterans who are service-connected had a CMP exam. Okay, not really tracking. The IU comments, the guy going to jail is same one we saw a few days ago. Yes, same. I saw a video of a guy that was busted working while on IU, I believe. That sucks. No. We have a great fully developed claim, 5 more minutes, but the VA does not acknowledge one bit. They have spent thousands more on unnecessary exams as per the VA. They could have rated every claim without an exam. Hey, trim the fat. Eric K., who's not a member. Please touch on the importance of getting a DBQ done by a solid provider and uploading it when submitting a claim. So many people think Nexus is a golden ticket. Yeah. In my opinion, if you are paying for a Nexus, you have to pay for a DBQ. Unless that DBQ has to be done in person, like a lower back pain claim. You're not going to be able to do a virtual DBQ on things that are musculoskeletal related. If it's only opinion related, that's fine. Let's say like mental health, that could be done telehealth. You've, in my opinion, you have to have the mamma jamma. If it's possible to have the DBQ, you need to get the DBQ. If it's possible to have the DBQ and you only want the Nexus letter, that's, I'm going to say it from my perspective, really stupid. Okay. I hope that clears that up for you. I assume you know that. You just wanted that to be aired out, which is fine. I agree. Okay, we had some that I totally missed, I think. Flashpoints. Okay, you're next. Robert Babin. Thank you for being a member. Make sure you download Discord. Join the server. We have a good time. Okay? Rawest nanny ever. Don't laugh. What's your email? Yeah. I'll post it down below for you. clay.sims@civdivonline.com. There it is. Clay, sorry I'm late. How can I know in advance on future live chat? Hey, no problem. Thank you for being a member. You don't have to be on time at all. Sometimes I schedule these, sometimes I don't. This was not scheduled. I thought my wife and I were just going to do something tonight. She didn't want to. She's in bed. I'm tired. I'm going to bed in 3 minutes. Sometimes I schedule them, sometimes I don't. Yeah, every time just so everyone knows, my phone just buzzes a lot. Every time I put my email out, I get emails. And I do read all of them. I can't answer everyone, just so everyone knows. I get easily over maybe 2,000 emails per week, maybe. Definitely over 1,000. Going in there with a solid DBQ already done is so important. Yes, that I fully absolutely. And if you do pay for a DBQ, or if you do have a private, not just pay, a private DBQ and an independent medical opinion, bring that to your CMP exam for sure. Okay. Boom. Another last minute member. Thank you very much. Now, 1201, I'm getting off of here. Okay. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Make sure you download Discord. Okay. I'm getting off very soon. It's about to be midnight right now. Thanks, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't have any special cool things for New Year's. But it's happening right now. It's New Year's. Yay. Happy New Year's, everyone. Woo. I'll just do everything. Woo. Oh, you can't do it at the same time. Okay. I am tired. Okay. You have 3 more hours. You're nuts. All right. Yeah. Happy New Year's. Seriously. I will tell you this. For those who are still watching, I will tell you the plan for this channel coming in 2025, coming this year. See what I did there? Fireworks. I'm going to think if I want to be public about this. I'll be public. I'm going to quit my job here very soon. I'm going to do YouTube full time. I'm really going to pour a lot of effort into members. Members are going to be my priority. Okay. So if you're a member, I'm going to be putting way more effort into doing member stuff. I think I do a pretty good job now. Sometimes not the best, but I'm going to do more. So I'm going to do this full time. I'm going to be doing, it's pinned. It's in the pinned comment. I'll just go ahead and pull that for you just because you're a new member. So I'm going to have more time to do YouTube stuff, more time to do Veterans Daily stuff. If you don't know, Jason and I run a podcast as well. That's what's next. I can't wait to stay home with my kids, work from home, just do dad stuff, you know. That's my plan. I'm going to be finishing school. I'm in theology school right now for youth ministry. I'm going to be putting a ton of time at the church, my local church. So that's my plan. Okay. This year, I will be full-time YouTube, and I will be putting in a ton of time on my local church. That's my way of giving back. That's the plan. So let me know your plans. Okay. Grow together. I thank everyone here, especially those who donated. Let me show you how many super chats we have. Super chats, members, everything. We have 42. I think that's the most I've ever had. That's insane. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to everyone. If you're not a member, you should be a member. That's all I got. Okay, bye-bye.